Hello, and welcome to ExoAntics. This is my first full-length video, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll be giving you a short tour of my ant corner, showing off some of the different species I own and some of the different nests. We're starting here with the main level. I just received these 3 4th gen Wakooshi founding setups. Super excited to put some new ants in them soon. Over here we have the Diacama rugosum, also called the Bornean queenless ant. It is a gamergate species. There's technically no queen. All the workers can produce eggs. The most dominant worker mutilates the other workers into not being able to lay eggs. So she kind of takes over and acts like a queen. I have this in a Wakooshi S5 starter nest that came with the outworld. I've made this a bioactive outworld. I added isopods and springtails. These are magic potion isopods. Got some moss, acorn, leaf litter, ant nectar, and there's some fruit flies in there as well. These guys love to hunt fruit flies and mealworms especially. Back here I have another S5 nest from Wakooshi that he actually sent me for free, so thank you Wakooshi. There was a mishap during shipping and my last nest, the gypsum, arrived broken, so I asked him on my next order to include replacement gypsum, and he sent me a whole new nest, so thank you Wakooshi again. I have all the colonies on this level on different heat mats, adjusting their temperature as most are tropical. Over here we have a Polyrhacus armata queen. This is one of my favorite queens. Can't see her too well, but she's got one big larva and a decent pile of eggs. So can't wait for her to get her first nanitics. She right now is in a small Zilla arboreal enclosure. I would have included that ball, but it's a little big for this enclosure, so hopefully on the next upgrade. Then, over this way, we have my Camponotus parias colony. They're black with gold shimmers. You can see 2 here in the outworld hunting. The rest mostly just hang out in the nest. They love eating live fruit flies, and they definitely avoid the humid side of the nest, so maybe I overwatered these guys. And they definitely do not like the light. The red cover seems to work really well, and if I remove it, they tend to scatter. See a little bit of brood with these, but not much, so hoping she lays a bunch more eggs soon. This pretty much covers the main level. Besides, got some ant food, fruit flies, and roaches, and all different sorts of stuff over here. Then we'll go up to the top level. This is my Chromatogaster cerasi colony in a TarHeelAnts bifurcated mini hearth. I'm also adding a Pogonomyrmix occidentalis colony with a fallen fortress Myrmecology from TarHeel, so keep your eyes out for the unboxing video soon. These girls only have a few workers and a little pile of brood, so they need some time. I also have 2 aesthetic ants nests. I haven't used them yet, hoping to put them on as upgrades as I need to expand my colonies in the future. I also have an Ants Canada nest over here that will also be an upgrade for something in the future. Check out the Chromatogaster here feeding on fruit flies. For little ants, they do some big work. Now this wood table I have my nests on opens up, and on the inside I have all these nests. First, the HexNest with Tetramorium bicarnatum. It's a bit overhydrated, but they seem to like it that way. These are an inbreeding species of ant, so population's been booming quick. Here's what they look like when I first got them in their test tube. Not much brood compared to what I have now. Can't wait to see them explode. Okay, on with the ants. Next, we have a Myrmecocystis mimicus honeypot ant queen. This is from my buddy the Dragon Bloom, so please go check out his YouTube channel. She hasn't done much, but hoping to get some eggs soon. Then we have my Temnothorax crassuspinus, the acorn ants. They have quite a lot of workers and a lot of brood. These are a rare exception of ants that can potentially be housed with other ant species, specifically Camponotus. So far, these girls refuse to move out of their test tube. But that's okay. I have them hooked up to an Ants Canada test tube portal, which acts as their little mini outworld for feeding. To the left here, I have a black ant creation acorn. Sadly, they refuse to move into it. But this connects to more black ant creations. Here we have a feeding tower, also 2 test tubes with water, and finally, this all connects to my Camponotus subarbatus colony. They started with 3 workers and are moving their way up. This is also known as the bumblebee carpenter ant. And they seem to get along with the Temnothorax, as you can see one here by the watering port. With no conflict yet, so we will see. Hope they get along. Then we move on to my AntersAssemble 4 combo nest. First, with my new Solenopsis xylone fire ant queen, also from my buddy the Dragon Blooms. So, again, go check him out. Give him a subscribe. Next, this is my Camponotus cruentatus queen. What a big queen. Really look forward to her. Onward, we have my Messer Barbarus that hates her life. I need to leave her alone a little bit more and hopefully she'll lay some eggs. Lastly, we have my Phaediole metallicens colony. They're a bit hard to see, but here's them while they're moving into the AntersAssemble nest. You can see here the big-headed worker size versus the regular worker size. Quite a big difference. These ants have a metallic sheen to them when recorded properly, but in this video, they just look black. It did not take them long to move themselves and all the little wood pieces into the AntersAssemble nest. Here you can see the queen when she made her move. This wraps up the 4 AntersAssemble nests and the ant corner in general. I hope you enjoyed.